conference to go has all built to this. The championship game in the Big 12 Conference. One that has a long history of classic finishes. We could be in for another one here today. Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on last season's national champions, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Broomstreet. Let's get this thing underway. Inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Back to throw. It's Carr. Graham down the middle. It's Hunter. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Getting set. Here's second down. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Moves his way for a first down to the 35.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Hey, guys up front lined up. It's first down. The offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. Catch made on the left side. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Just great timing here with this quarterback and his wide receiver to pick up this first down. And really over the years, that's what Notre Dame's looking to get back to consistently, is being able to complement what they can do by running the football and to have a quarterback that can drop back and make the throw like this and keep the sticks moving and keep his offense out of harm's way.
And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Pass complete. It's second down now. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Taking a deep shot here to the right. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. The defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Over the middle, it's Washington. That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking for a receiver. The pocket breaking down. The pass rush gets home.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Caught by the receiver. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. I thought they were going to pick up the first down. They're going to be short of it, but I wouldn't be surprised to see them go for it.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's got it, enough for a first down. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Irish. Methodical but effective for probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting, slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion, just masterful execution on that drive.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. He's running out of time here. Oh, he trapped him for a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Tough spot here, 2nd and long at the 20. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, that's a big-time scramble by that quarterback. My gosh, if you're the defensive coordinator, you got to be scratching your head. You had him at 2nd forever. You take away everything downfield, and this guy picks up these yards by running the ball. Now, it's 3rd down. You better make up for it right here.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Grab down the middle. It's Payne. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That's strong. One defense. Not much of a gain on the play.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. A deep shot to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. They finally get him down, but that's a huge chunk play. Offense getting momentum as you wrap the first quarter up. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. And at the end of the first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. He muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Here's the point after attempt. And there's the point after. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Pulls it in. It's Young. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Now from the pistol formation. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, and really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Second down after that previous play. Heavy blitz look here pre-snap. Dropping back. It's Carr. The sophomore quarterback fortunate that didn't end in an interception. The offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Over the middle. It's Hunter. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's 4th down.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Check this out. Offense going for it inside their own 40. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Looking to throw again. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play and a drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum and a chance at a big play.
Now it's 2nd down. They'll run it here. First down, looking for more now. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
To throw, it's Carr. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The completion makes it second down. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Second down, we're going to throw it. The pass is intercepted. You bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway at the 26-yard line is huge.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in the zone coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The offense with 3 tight ends now in first down, trying to create a mismatch. Now they're running on the toss. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Defense swarms them on that first down play. Now they come up 2nd and 15 after the loss. Movement here from the tight end. Looking to pass here on second down. With the catch, it's Payne. He's brought down, but an explosive play through the air.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
And the Gamecocks have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. QB keeper all the way. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking to throw. It's Dampier. Finds an open target on the left side. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. We're able to move the sticks. Set up now, first down at the 34.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
1st and 10 play coming up. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He cannot escape. It's a sack. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Well, the reality with any screen pass is they usually take a little bit of time to develop. And though they often can hit big, sometimes they take too long to cook up. Sometimes you can get sacked.
That sack makes it second down and forever. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking deep downfield to the left. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Moves out of the pocket. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And here's the return. And the coverage team able to bring him down. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Close to the tight end. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Looking for some space. It's Young.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
To the offense, looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Can he get there on the ground? And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. This will likely be the last play of the half. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Washington. Oh, great juke, and he's in the clear. And they get him down, what will be the final play of this first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. To start the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Grab down the middle. It's Clark. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down play coming up. They'll hand it off. Senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field.
How about that, Chris? 3rd down and 2. They get just enough. I thought they might bring the sticks out to measure. It was so close. But they're going to give them the first down. That's just trusting your back to get the yards you need for the first down.
And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. And here's the handoff.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held it just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Here's the 2nd down play. Play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, they're going to go with a play fake here. The only problem is no one on the defense bit at all on the play action. The results are a big sack for this defense.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looks right, lets it fly. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
Looking to pass. It's Carr. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Good completion here by the offense. Good timing between the quarterback and his slot receiver. But I really like how this defense, sitting back in zone, is able to get to the football and not allow any yards after the catch.
Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Grab down the middle. It's Hunter. They get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down now from the 37.
I mean, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback. And
he's in the clear. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
This guy's starting to prove that he is a mismatch for this defense. 2nd touchdown of the day, and a great job by the coordinator continuing to find unique ways to get this guy on one-on-one opportunities for touchdowns.
The extra point gives him a 14-7 lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Clark. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. He's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Using his legs here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
An important third down attempt for this offense. Can he make it to the marker? He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
The Gamecocks will line up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here comes the reverse. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. Sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Back to pass. It's Dampier. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, you see what happens when you try to squeeze it into double coverage. An incompletion is probably the best result you can hope for, because an interception is the most likely outcome when you're throwing the ball into the crowd.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Motion now from the tight end. Looking to chuck it again. Fires it to the wide end. He makes the grab. Gain enough to set up first down now at the 39.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. He keeps it on the design run. Breaks free. Has the first down and more. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The quarterback takes it in himself.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Extra point is up and good, and we're now tied here in the fourth quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. The back's got it. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
2nd down after that run in the previous play. On the ground, it's Young. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce out to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Back to pass. It's Carr. That's reeled in. It's Williams. The game is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Stop right there at the line. No gain.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Looks right for a quick completion. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Linebacker shifting around now. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
And the clock has stopped here as we've reached the final 2 minutes of play. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Caught over the middle. It's Hunter. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Boy, I love to see this quarterback throwing the football the way he is. That's the way you start a drive. 3 for 3, and let's keep it going.
Need to pick up something here on 3rd down. A field goal try here will be from 58. To the air, it's Carr. Looking to scramble. And they get the conversion there. Set up now, 1st down at the 38.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in the 4th quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. but what do they create? Space and lanes, and he takes off and picks up a first down.
First down, looking to throw the football. Fighting off the defender. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Second down play coming up for this offense. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Makes the grab. It's Williams. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on fourth down. Press coverage now from the secondary. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Going absolutely nowhere with a loss of the play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Same tailback, another carry. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They jump on top now here in the fourth.
Chris, I thought we might be headed to overtime here, but this offense could not be denied. Outstanding execution, and they take the lead. Now it's all about can their defense hold on to see if they can get this win.
The AT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Going to try to use his legs here. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they got called. On first and 10, looking to throw. Looking for a late, deep throw. Picked off in the end zone, but the defender could not get a foot down inbounds. It's incomplete. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12. Have become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.